Here we are again, Danksgivin 2020. You can't go to your family's house. What are you going to do? Oh my god, it's so sad, isn't it? I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't care. I don't want to go. Also, isn't it like fucked up? It's like Christopher Columbus was a piece of shit and now it's Indigenous Peoples Day. Whatever the fuck it is, this is my thing. It sucks. Alright? And I'm with my family. Not my family. Like, I'm not going to get together with everyone, but I'm with the people within my house. And we're going to make a dinner. And that sucks. Like, there's dishes. It just sucks. I'm not doing that. When I get my podcast money, when I'm Joe Rogan, because you know I'm going to be. You know the kid. You know me, dude. You know. I'm going to have so much money, probably within the year, because of all the art that I put out. That's just amazing. But, I'm kidding, by the way. But if I was in a stable situation, I had a house and all that, and a nice house and could do whatever I want, and I was in charge of the house and all the people in it, fuck you, we're ordering Chinese food. We're ordering good old American Chinese food. Why? Because it's fucking great. It's so good. It's delicious. Goddamn crab rangoon doesn't have any crab in it. I don't like crab. Perfect. Goddamn fried chicken thing. It's a fucking golden battered delicious. Chicken teriyaki, beef teriyaki, all the sides. You want some rice? Fucking order some. I'm getting all the sides. It's gonna be tight. Play the intro. I'll make a new one at some point. I kind of just want to make that one extended. Not that I would play it for any longer, but do an extended version of it and do that as the outro or something. But I kind of just fucking played that one day, thought it was stupid, and made it my intro. Like, I picked up my guitar, I played that, I was like, that's so stupid. It's so like... And then I realized, that's what YouTube music is. That's what, like... people who use for their videos in the background and people who use little podcast intros, that's exactly what that stupid riff is. So I just used it. I made it. Had fun recording it. I'm having fun right now recording this. Dude, can't complain. Can't complain about nothing. Life is good. I'm alive. Have a microphone. Have a computer. Have a guitar. Have another guitar. What am I going to complain about? It's beautiful. A little stuffy, but probably not the virus. Hopefully. Definitely. I don't go anywhere. This is where I go. Probably just stuffy because I need to dust and all that stuff that functioning people do. But yeah, I've been doing good. Not very good, but good. And who can complain about good? But really, things are crazy everywhere, and if you do have some time off for this holiday, I hope you just enjoy it. Who cares you can't go see your family? It's 1 year. Hopefully this shit goes away. And we have a blast and get to go see music again. I miss music, man. I was like one of those people who was just very militant about staying inside and doing the right thing and all this, and who cares? It'll come back. It won't be that long. And, how many concerts have you been to? I've been to a lot of concerts, man, and I gotta tell you, the last 9 months or whatever, not going to one, it feels long. It sucks. But I mean, whatever. We do what we gotta do. Hope you're finding things to do. Do a podcast. Fuck it. Who cares? Don't fucking pay to put it up either. Just, put it up. YouTube is free. And Podbean will host your 4 episodes free. So 4 first episodes, and then you could delete number 1, and you can host the next 4, and but you can only hold up 4 there. And if you put them on Podbean, they can go to Spotify, all these places where you put your podcasts. That's boring, but if you wanted to do a podcast, that's just, that's good information. It's free. It's the way to start. That's why this podcast that you're listening to now, you only get the 4 most recent episodes if you're doing audio. They're always all on YouTube with video, so you can see me. Look how cool I am. I got knives. Is that scary that I have knives? I don't know, whatever. They're fun. They're fun. Knives are fun. You can open things with them, and you can keep them, and you can, you can cut up box, so you can put it in the recycling. It's really an unnecessary thing to have more than one of, but I do because I like them. Who cares? Hey, first podcast burp. I haven't even been holding them in. That's just the way it goes. I'm camera shy. I'm a little camera shy. I don't know. But yeah, things are going. They continue. They do not stop. And it's Danksgivin, bro. Motherfucker. It's gonna be sick. You know what I do want to say? I got one thing. Alright. So if you guys listen to podcasts, I have a friend actually. Yeah, a friend who does a podcast. I know what you're thinking, you do too. But whatever. But what I'm trying to say is, I've been listening to a podcast lately called The Cosmic Slap. I'm listening to it a little off and on, when I think to, when I see it. Listen on Spotify. It's probably, it's on iTunes because I left a review, but it's great. And the guy, this dude Dan, I don't know his fucking last name, Dan Kane Santos. If that's close, great. If it's not, sorry. But he's fucking hilarious. And, they talk about, like, real shit, too. They're people, and they talk about fucking whatever emotions they're going. I don't know. It's not like it gets super serious. But the moments where it is funny, this guy Dan, he's fucking hilarious. He's on another world. He's cosmically slapped. It's great. I think there's something about his humor. It's very authentically him, and he doesn't hide it from anyone, and I respect that. And even though I don't even get it all the time, I just want to laugh with him. I feel like it's funny. Like, there's just something funny about the random shit. I used to work with him. I used to sit next to him, and at my old job, and he's just a good guy. He's always funny. But yeah, Cosmic Slap. Go get fucking slapped, dude. Go get slapped by the stars in the cosmos. You ever get fucking by a meteor? Well, that's his podcast. You ever get fucking a little bit by the moon? Because that's this guy's podcast, alright? And he has his friends on, and they're cool. I'm pretty sure Corey's on. I know Corey. You don't, because you don't know who I am, and you don't know the people I've met in my life. But I've met Corey. He's really cool, and it's just a good time. It's a good time. And if you're listening to my podcast because you're like, oh, everybody's full of shit, I want to listen to some random fucking kid in his basement, which I feel. I like that. I'm not saying there's a bunch of people who listen to this, but I think that is a thing that some people feel, and I've been kind of doing it. And that's why I'm listening to Dan's podcast. It's just more interesting at the moment to me. I mean, obviously there's all kinds of interesting people who are famous for things because they've done things and they've lived, and they can tell you about cool shit that you haven't done. And like Ari Shaffir, I love listening to Ari Shaffir, or he used to always travel all the time. I don't know what he's doing now, I'll be honest, I haven't kept up, but it's just cool to hear about people who have been to crazy places and hear about their journey and all that shit. And but sometimes it's cool to just listen to a regular guy figuring out things in the real world today, because you never know, this guy could get some traction. You'll be hearing his like come up, I've never done that. I've never came up with somebody while listening to them, and I think it'd be cool. So I've been listening to smaller podcasts. And I've just been hanging out. And this podcast is probably not going to be very interesting. I'll just tell you. Because, let me tell you, there's some things going on. And they're fucked up. That's right. I just decided that the podcast is getting interesting. I'm going to talk about the government. The government, they do bad stuff. I've seen it. I've seen it. I elected the Obama guy, and then I voted for Hillary, and you know what? They didn't do her. They put the other guy, and he sucked. And he sucks now, and he sucked before, and he's mean. And you know what? There's aliens, and they hit him, and then we did that thing, the Area 51 raid. We all joked around about that. Now they're not there anymore, because they were afraid. So now we don't even know where they are, and the aliens are going to come. And when they come, they're going to be fucking mad. And not at everyone, just America. Because America sucks. We've been fucking up, dude. We've been fucking up. We've been doing some fucked up shit. You know? As if that would be the thing. There would be... If the aliens were, like, moral and mad at all of us, they'd be mad at probably the whole planet. They wouldn't just be mad at America. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. You know? But I believe it. And that's what I'm trying to... Conspiracies. They're real. Every one of them. I believe in all of them. Have you ever seen the ground and you looked at it and you thought, I wonder what's under there? Because I have, and it's moles. And not just regular moles, but people moles. People moles, mole people, have a society, and they just live under the ground. And then, you know what? They're not bothering anyone, so who cares? They literally eat the garbage down there from the sewers. And they eat dirt. They're fucking moles. They're mole people. Who cares? That's not a problem. Why is it a conspiracy if it's not a problem? They're just there. And it's good. And they're part of the ecosystem. I look like a traffic cone. I have an orange hat on if you're listening. I look like a traffic guy. Hey everybody. Go this way. No, because the guys don't look like the cones. The traffic guy and the traffic cone, different things. And what's a traffic guy, you say? I don't know. The cop who's out there directing traffic. Sometimes it's not a cop. But I think it has to be. I don't know. Outside of schools, there's usually one. That shit's great. Because then they used to go, stop. And you see all the kids walk by. And you can laugh at them because they're stupid. Kids are dumb, man. The fucking pink backpacks and shit. Pink backpacks, blue backpack. Real original. I get it. You confirm to your gender identity. You're a fucking little girl with the pink backpack. Do you think anyone's ever thought that? That's fucked up. But, man, kids are funny. Like, in the wild. You don't want to be an adult looking at kids in the wild when you're out on the streets. But if you catch a glimpse of them, they're usually kind of funny, you know? Because they're fucking stupid. Kids are stupid. That's just what they are. They haven't learned yet. They be learning. They're still doing it. They're going to figure it out, maybe. But until then, they're fucking stupid. Like, if you met a guy, and he was like, yeah, I remember, a Pokemon, the DS1 is the best. Do you have a game on your phone? Do you have Pokemon? Do you have Pokemon Go? If a guy came up to you and said that, you'd be like, this guy's fucking stupid. And if a kid came up to you and said that, you would be like, that's a kid. But also, you would still think, oh, he's fucking stupid. You would, because you're an asshole. Everybody is an asshole. Now, it's Danksgivin. Things are going on in my head that you don't even... This is going to be a weird one. And you could probably guess why. I'm not going to say why, because, you know, it's none of your business what kind of things I put into my body, you know? What kind of medications you maybe medical, maybe the word medical makes you think of something. Maybe a dispensary of sorts. What do they have? Is that something that's been ingested in me? Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Was it a bad idea to do a podcast under this veil? Maybe. I don't know. I thought it'd be funny, and I was going to record a video after, and I wanted it to be a little loose, and, you know, but now I'm just fucking gone from the world. Oh, man. But maybe it'll be fun, you know? Have you guys ever played Halo? God damn, I want to play Halo right now. I mean, it's just good. There's space, and there's monsters, but they're aliens, they're blue. Some of them are blue. Some of them aren't. The blue one, the Elite from Halo 1, what a classic alien. Man, Halo really was like just as, honestly, to me more because I was a child, but I'm sure to even a lot of people that were adults at the time when Halo 1 came out, it was just as legendary to you as seeing an amazing movie about, like, sci-fi shit. Just as legendary as Alien. I'm gonna say that. Like, Alien is legendary fucking movie. The movie Alien and all the H.R. Geiger fucking alien design. That did it, right? The scary alien, that was it. That every fucking movie since then, whatever they try to do to make an alien, it looks like a xenomorph. Because he nailed it. Like H.R. Geiger, whoever did the art, I think he did it. I don't know if he came up with the original Alien, probably, because it's in all his art. So yeah, H.R. Geiger. And it's just the Alien. They figured it out. No one else could improve on it. And everybody was just like, let's just do that, but kind of different. But that's the base of what an alien is. And the base of what an alien was before that was like this fucking, like the things on South Park. That were, they had a kind of triangular to round head, conical head almost, with these big, like, eyes, kind of cat eyes, but huge. That was an alien. But the scary alien is the alien's alien. Which is sad. It's really sad because as art and everything has progressed, as CGI has progressed or whatever, you could take the classic alien design and make it super scary, I bet. But because it's been used as kind of like the comic relief alien or the joke alien, it's not as scary. But man, that would be something. Because we're so used to these kind of serpent-like aliens now, for somebody to do some old school aliens. What was the point of this? Halo was just as cool as Aliens. Halo Combat Evolved for the Xbox was just as cool as any amazing sci-fi movie. Just as cool as Star Wars. Legendary, but like, even though it was just a video game, there was no movie, and I think they made a movie, and who cares, but it wasn't that great. It was kind of an offshoot. Wasn't even, it was more based around the ODST or whatever, I think. I forget. But Halo had this crazy story. You know, it wasn't the most built story. You weren't full of suspense. You kind of knew what was going to happen. You're going to beat the bad guys. But the world in which that regular hero story existed was fucking so interesting that even if they made a movie and it was just the plot of the game, you would be so gripped by the visuals and like filling in the blanks, which is a beautiful thing. Filling in the blanks being like, what did these people do in their home planet? How do these aliens live? What is their whole backstory? What's it like on their planet? What is, how did all this fucking shit happen? Are there other AIs besides Cortana? Like, can I hear one? You know, and we do in the game, but it's like, is it a common thing in the world? You don't know anything about, you know barely anything about Earth during this time. Because that would be boring in a video game. That would just be long cutscenes or a strange, quick time event laden thing to be in the city. I don't know. It would be weird. You know, for cutscenes, because quick time events kind of make it so that a fucking video game, quick time events make it so a video game could be more cinematographic. That's not a word, I don't think, but more visual, more like a movie. And but Halo, there's something cool about not knowing everything, because it makes you wonder about it. And even though baseline that video game seems kind of one-dimensional, like you're beating the bad guys and then you beat the other bad guys, if you're creative, if you have a wild imagination, it's way cooler to not know sometimes. To not know things, not know everything about Spartan 117's childhood. Then you start reading the books and it kind of gets into it. It's like he was a child and then he was chosen for this Spartan program, and they basically made these like super strong, obedient soldier types, and they were injected with something, I think, that changed them, and I guess they're all like gray behind the eyes and shit. They look a little different because they're supersized. They're bigger than regular humans. You know, I think the Spartan's like 7 feet tall or something in that big ass suit. And you know, then you're just, you get a glimpse, you know, because that's a pretty heavy thing. That's a big part of the story. But you just get a glimpse of that. And then you're still thinking about, like, well, what were his parents like? Why did he get shot? Did they just take him from their parents? Or are these kids that are had to do this? Like, what is the... Because that could be a fucked up thing, too. Maybe John, even though he is 100% warrior, in the back of his head is kind of like, why did my parents do this? You know? And people might think that's fucking boring and not want to hear about that shit. And that's fine. But I would. I think about it. I think about those things. Because that game just affected me. You know, you're a kid and you get this thing and it's great and you fucking love it and you play it 3 times. Then you just start thinking about it when you're not playing it. And you think about the story and what it means. And, you know, there are people who, when they saw the ad for Halo 3, I can't believe this podcast is about Halo. People who, when they saw the ad for Halo 3 with the action figures, it was legit like Todd McFarlane level, like really nice action figures, but action figures in poses on a little model kit thing. And they were just shots of it with this really emotional music. And even though it's fucking action figures... and it's fucking Halo video game, because you've been there since Halo 1. You played Halo 1, played Halo 2. The hype train was real for Halo 2. All this fucking hype around this game was real. So now there's all these real fucking fans that are so interested in the story. Because Halo 2, I think, people see it as a flop because the multiplayer was kind of broken. The story was what... It was still about stories, still about single-player games after Halo 1. I mean, obviously, the multiplayer took a life of its own already, and then by Halo 3, it would be the thing that makes a game in the gaming industry. Is needs to be multiplayer, needs to be really good. If it's a first-person shooter, there's no room for this amazing story mode first-person shooter, because so many people know how much fun there is to be had online. Which is kind of sad, but also, I'm sure I'm wrong in that there are plenty now. I'm sure Far Cry is fun. I never really played it. I will. But this game, people wanted to see what happened next, and people wanted to continue playing that awesome super soldier, fucking first-person shooter. You just got a gun and like a cool thing, and you go and you see all these aliens. Already enough without the story. But when you saw that ad and you loved the story, it made you a little emotional. Not gonna lie. I think Nakey Jakey has a video about that. And even watching his video as a 26-year-old man, at the time probably, I was like, ooh, I'm gonna cry. I love Halo that much. And that's fucking tight, dude. That shit rules. That's just as good as any movie. I wish there was an amazing Halo movie, though. God damn, that would be good. So be funny, Johnny. You're supposed to be funny right now. That's what the podcast is about. It's not about how much you love Halo. I guess somebody's probably laughing at this fat dork talking about Halo. But, what else is going on? What else is going on? You guys like rock and roll? I'll play rock and roll. Hell yeah. Yeah. Was that not in tune? Copyrights. Yeah, better stop doing that. Copyrighted material is fucking up my YouTube. Nobody's paying me. That'd be a good song. That'd be funny if YouTube ever paid me. I've never been paid because nobody's watched. So man, I love guitar, man. It's just the thing for me. It's the thing I do the most of all my artistic things. And I've probably wasted a lot of time just diddling on it and not really trying. But it really is a thing that I still, to this day, I can't grow out of it. Some people are like, they have to... I'm not even talking shit about people who stop playing guitar because they get a life or whatever. But I can't imagine it. And I almost kind of have thought I wished I would. You know, I wish that I had that streak in me and I got my shit together and I fucking started a life and got a house and whatever else. Like, I'm never going to talk shit about anyone who does that and like gives up music, but I can't even imagine it. And I guess it's not giving up music, it'd just be giving up playing guitar specifically, but I couldn't imagine it. And I don't think that makes me special or anything. I'm not trying to brag and be like, oh, I'm a real artist. But it's just, I wish I knew what it's like to not want to still be good at music, you know? To give up and be like, yeah, I don't care. I'm going to do something else. That's fine. Because I wonder how that feels. You don't need to poop. I don't need to pee. I'll keep smelling poop. For once I take a shit, I'll keep shitting till I'm done. Bother, man. Y'all remember Stone Sour? That shit's not very good, but I like that song. It's a fun song. So, I just felt that, like, don't post this one. I just felt it real hard. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it anyways. And then if I don't want it there later, I'll delete it. But I think that if anyone does listen to this, they're probably a friend of mine, and I think they'll think it's funny. So, whatever. This isn't in tune, huh? Ooh. Poop, 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 poop. Girl, you know you make me cry. You know you take all my apple pie away. And I shit inside a lake. Found a rake and I started to bake a cake. And I shit inside my asshole tight. When I shit inside of my life, most wonderful times, I shit inside my life, and I poop and I try to reach the other side. I poop and I poop my life away. Have you ever shit so hard you fell from the sky in your mind, and they didn't know what was wrong with you? And have you ever shit so hard in your life. You almost died. Almost died. Been taking crazy shits. Been pooping in my ass. Been pooping every day all the way. Been taking crazy shits. Limp Bizkit every day. Coming out my airways of shame. This is gonna be a shorter episode because I'm fucked. My mind is gone. I think that piece of chocolate was a little bit bigger than I thought it was, and the edible hits. It fucking hits so hard, but it's legal in Massachusetts. Hey, it's legal in Massachusetts. And I don't even do it all the time, you know, but hey, it's legal in Massachusetts. Got me feeling good in Massachusetts. Yeah. Hey, seriously, have a great holiday. I hope it's fun. I hope you see, the people that you live with in your home, because you're not supposed to leave. Thank you. I love you. Subscribe. Download. Favorite. Like. Anything you can do to interact with me. Because things aren't going good. There's not a lot of outreach. The goddamn election has tampered with not the votes, but the outreach of small podcasts and whatever else. And it sucks. But you know what? Who cares? Who cares? I had fun. I hope you did too. And I'll see you next week.
I wish I could fade away. You're back in for rainy days. To hide inside and contemplate, get my head completely straight. Because God is not in me, and I am far beyond her reach. Real love isn't free, you're simulated and looking for a soul to breach. You're simulated and looking for a soul to breach. You're simulated and looking for a soul to breach. You're simulated and looking for a soul.